So in our practice today, we're going to be using a bolster, and not everybody's got a bolster. So we're going to look at a couple of ways that we can make one from things you should have around the house. So this is my purchased bolster, and the thing about it is that it really is lovely and firm. So when we make one out of the things we've got around, we're aiming to get that nice firm surface to lay back on. I don't think we'll manage to get it quite as hard, but we'll get close. So what I'm using, I've got a nice big towel. This one's a beach towel, but could use any towel as long as it's a reasonable size. The pillow off my bed, which it's a foam pillow, so it's pretty spongy. And I think the one thing I'd say that I haven't got is if you've got someone else to help you do this, you'll probably manage to get it a lot tighter than I will. And I've got a couple of scarves. So I'm just going to start by putting my pillow on this, towel, squashing it up as much as I can, and at the same time starting to wrap that towel around it. So if you could have someone else holding the pillow down, that would work a lot better. Okay, but then just squish it up, roll it. So when I tie it up, that's going to help get it a bit more squished as well. But it's going to end up a similar size to my bolster. Just rolling all the way up. So you can see it's nowhere near the same solidness as my bolster, but it will do. Then I'm going to take a scarf around each end and just squish it up some more. What I'm going to do is take the scarf around a couple of times. So you could just tie it around, use that to tighten it up, or else bring it around a couple of times and then just tuck the end in. If you've done it nice and tight, that should stay in place. Another one the other end. I don't have matching ones. Yeah, just pulling it that bit tighter. So if you do it with knots, just make sure you get both knots on the same side so that you can put it under the bolster and not end up lying on it. Just tucking that under. And we've got a nice, reasonably solid bolster. So if I was to lie back on that, coming up nice and close. That's perfectly adequate. My shoulders are able to drop down around the sides of the bolster. So the other option for a slightly more solid bolster is to use some towels. So I'm still going to use this same towel as the outside. So 3 nice big bath towels, all folded into quarters. Folded in 4, one on top of the other. roll that up as best you can. Again, it would be great to have a second pair of hands. And then taking this towel around, just keeping it as tight as you can. Knees are always useful just to hold it in place. So again, rolling it up. This time I'll just tie these around the edge. So I'm just going to keep the knot where that seam is. Keep both knots on the same side so I can put them underneath, tucking the edges out of the way. And then I'd use that with those ties at the bottom. So that is quite a bit more solid. If I had one more towel, it would probably be perfect. And then lying back over that. So again, plenty of room for my shoulders to relax down. So the one with the towels, if anything, is probably a little bit harder than my bolster. The pillow's a little bit softer. So just go with whatever you've got spare of around the house, and based on whether you like it a little bit harder or a little bit softer. But yeah, there's always options. So hope that was useful, and let's get back to our practice.